at a recent California Self-Storage Association event. There was a banker there, and he said, hey, if you're going to go in and try to get some credit these days, one of the first things they're going to look at is the market you're in and what's the national average for that supply or that square foot per capita. So is there a metric there that you focus on that's really important to you? Or
yeah, so we look at that, that 6 to 7 square feet per capita is something we look at. It is interesting though. We haven't built in an area that has 10 plus square feet per capita, but I have seen places with 10 plus square feet in capita, some in Scottsdale, that have really crazy high rates. So it doesn't always rhyme, but it's something we look at because banks look at it and we have to get their blessing on our projects as well. But when it comes to supply and demand, I also want to dive into back in 2010, there wasn't really much building going on. I mean, when banks tighten up, developers especially get cut off pretty quick. I mean, you got to have a good balance sheet to keep building. And we look at that as not only are we patient money always wins, but we also have very good balance sheets, especially with Gary's as well. And that's an asset. That's something of ours that not many people have, and we're going to take full advantage of, because I believe from June of last year to June of this year, construction starts have already dropped 5%. And I see that continuing and getting worse. Well, what happens is when construction goes from where it was down to a lower number, the supply and demand is going to be thrown off the next 3 to 4 years, right? Construction the next 3 to 4 years, in theory, is probably going to be a heck of a lot less than it was the last 3 to 4 years. So if we can build a portfolio up in these times, subcontractors are a lot more generous. We're finding out right now we're getting bids on 2 projects and we're getting them dropping. This one project, we've already got 800,000 shaved off between all the subs in just a matter of 3 days. That didn't happen back in 2020. So yes, we have a higher interest rates, but remember, you date the interest rate, you marry the product. You can always refinance when things come down. So our goal is to take advantage, because what I see is in 26, 27, rental rates are going to skyrocket due to supply and demand, just like it did back